Hey everybody, my name's Joe.
I am also Joe.
Welcome back to SNES is Life. Tonight we're playing Pinball Dreams by Game Tech. I don't know if we've played a Game Tech game before. I think we have, and I think it was
I think we have.
probably hot garbage. You know what? I think Game Tech is the one that made Jeopardy or Wheel of Fortune, which were awful games if I recall. So, but this is Pinball Dreams featuring 4 tables. Ignition, steel wheel, beatbox,
Holy
and graveyard.
cow.
Yeah.
What a poll. That was by Game Tech.
What's up? I thought I recognized it. Anyway, box cover art.
That game was hot garbage. I mean,
It's a flaming
actually, it
pinball.
really looks like... What's the really popular pinball game right now? It's been popular for like the past 12 years because they just keep putting out pinball
Jesus, I don't
tables
know.
with like Star Wars stuff.
I don't know. It's cool looking though. You mean like the video pinballs?
Yeah.
It's Pinball FX.
Yeah, Pinball FX. It looks like the logo for Pinball FX.
I have some Pinball FX stuff on the Switch. So yeah, I mean it's a cool looking thing. I actually recall renting this game when I was a kid because I like pinball. And the cover's cool. It's just a big silver pinball flaming across the screen. Yeah, that does look similar, doesn't it? Funny.
I think that's just like that's the pinball thing. It's
a flaming pinball.
Yeah.
So let's take a look at the back of the box. Here we get 5 little screenshots of the various tables that we're going to be looking at. So bumper to bumper action, fast, crazy, give you pinball elbow. You may be a pinball wizard, but are you sharp enough for arrow rollovers? Shoot the sun run. Make it to midnight for 5 million points. Can you go tilt feature and still keep your equilibrium? Pin yourself to the Super NES and go for the big score. So I have no idea which tables are what. And frankly, I guess each table is one of the 4, and then this bottom right picture seems to be a selection menu for what table you would like to play on. It's real hard to get any kind of feeling from just looking at these screenshots. Like, it's pinball tables.
Yeah.
I will say this bottom one, and this is something you probably won't recognize. Back in the mid-90s, home computers with Windows 95 came with a program that had a couple of pinball tables on it. And Android, which was the first one on there, so everybody recognizes it, was yellow and blue just like that. And that's what that one reminds me of. Let's see. Windows 95, Android pinball. I bet I can find a picture of it real quick. There it is. Yellow and blue. And that's kind of what that bottom one reminds me of.
I guess I can see it.
But, yeah. So, I mean, it doesn't look terrible, but it's kind of hard to judge. We do have a manual. It shocks me sometimes the manuals I can find and then ones that I can't. This does explain the different points values and things that you can do on each table, which is important if you're going for a high score. We're probably not going to pay any attention to any of this. We're just going to play pinball, man. What you need to know. Where is it? So pressing the B button will allow you to pick the table, etc. X in the selection screen will turn off or on the sound effects in the game. Why you would turn them off is beyond me. Y button in the selection screen allows you to turn on and off Pinball Dreams music. L and R is your bumpers. Up direction on the D-pad is tilt. And I do believe A is the pull the plunger. So, yeah. We're just going to turn this thing on. Turn that on. Turn it on, boy! Let's play some pinball.
Is there a 2-player pinball game?
Like 2 players at once?
Yeah.
No, not that I've ever seen. You know how hard that would be?
It'd be an interesting dynamic.
I'm not saying it wouldn't be. I'll tell you what.
Like have either a top piece and a lower piece for the different things. Because I know I've seen pinball tables that have flippers up at the top.
Yeah, for sure.
Or have one player control the right half of the board and one player control the left half.
So the 2 coolest pinball machines I've ever seen in my life.
What do we want to play?
Alright, let's just start with the top one.
Ignition?
Yeah. The 2 coolest pinball machines I've ever seen. There was one they made that was a gigantic pinball machine. And it was really just for like the World's Fair or something stupid. But the pinball was like a fucking baseball. It was ridiculous. It was massive. And then the other cool one I saw was, have you ever seen like the hexagonal poker tables?
Yes.
So it was like that. It was a flat hexagonal table, but the pinball table inside was at an angle, so the ball would come down it. But it was, you tilted, you hit up too many times, I think.
I think the controls are wrong.
Oh, what do you got?
Yeah, so L and R tilt.
Oh, sorry.
And then the D-pad left and right controls
We'll figure it out.
The flippers. I don't know. I don't like that control scheme.
Oh, you can change it.
Okay, so the D-pad, the whole D-pad controls the left flipper. Well, let's see if we can. Yes, really quick. I mean, that says no controller.
I mean, that's probably it then. I don't know. We'll find out. We'll figure it out. So,
I'm just testing it.
Sure.
Okay, yeah, that is the correct control.
Okay. So there's two different control schemes.
Yeah.
You can change those lights by hitting the flipper. And so you can try and get the whole thing.
Okay, well.
Wizard! I do love me some pinball. Never played this one. Well, we're playing it. Hot damn it. The menu music isn't too bad.
And there is music in the table.
Which, really, there should be.
Alright, so. We're playing Ignition.
Dos players.
Pinball
My
Dreams.
Spanglish.
Password.
Igen. Here we go.
2 players.
2 players!
Okay,
What do you think, Wizard? Who's gonna win? Me or Joey? Big Joe or Little Joe? Also, what are you up to this evening? How are you? Oh, denied. You were lost in space, son. Whoever the pinball random number generator, God bless. Fair enough.
Okay, I think this is you.
Oh, it's a swap controller game. Bummer. I mean, not that that's a deal breaker by any stretch.
I mean,
Jesus.
Mario was a swap controller originally, right?
I think I got more points than you. Not by much. Looking at upright freezers for the garage. The garage.
Those are awful to move.
Joey works at a hardware store now, moving appliances. At least for his summer job before he goes back to school.
Really?
So, I can immediately think of one complaint that I have. And that's how much table real estate you see.
Yeah, you really see
By the time
nothing.
and the camera's kind of slow. And so your ball is down through the freaking hole before you even react.
That one pinball game we played.
Oh my god.
The one pinball game we played
We're gonna
on
be awful.
that competition was great.
Yeah, Alien.
Love that one.
I mean, if you look in the forums for retro video pinballs, most people are like, Alien Crush and Devil's Crush are amazing. And Pinball Dreams, and there was another one for the Super Nintendo called Pinball Fantasies by the same people. They are not highly rated, comparable to the the Crush series. You beefed it again. Don't worry, I'll beef it right behind you. 285? God, that's a high score for hitting almost nothing.
I feel like the response time on the flipper is also a bit slow.
I won't argue with that.
34 is her score as he gets almost the exact same number.
294. So what do we get? You win. Oh wait, no, I win. Who won? You got 285, 656, 294, 6. I win. I win. There's one on PC that came out a bit ago. It's a spiritual successor to the Demon's Crush called Demon's Tilt. It's a lot of fun. I have not heard of that. Yeah. So the Crush games, there was Alien Crush, Demon's Crush, Dragon Crush, I think on the Sega Genesis. Yeah.
Love that I got a single chance at that one.
There was another one that got put out on Super Nintendo that was in the Crush series, and I can't remember what it's called, but it exists. So there is at least one in the series for the Super Nintendo. Wow.
Yeah, I was gonna say
that bad
this
boy
one really likes to throw it straight down the middle.
Almost no reaction time either. It's just like punishment, you bastard. I like that the bumper is a pistol shot, though.
Oh, this one kind of sucks.
We'll get there. I think it's just take a little adjustment period. Jockey Crush, Japan exclusive. See, I knew there was another one that got put out on the Super Nintendo. Hey, I'm gonna win.
Also, I'm not saying this table kind of sucks. I'm saying this pinball game kind of sucks.
Yeah, I'm not gonna argue thus far. I mean, I think part of it is we need to get used to it.
Agreed. There's always a little bit of getting used to a pinball table.
Right. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I was like, every pinball table, you have to take some time to kind of learn it. And so I think, give us a little while. We'll figure out when to hit the buttons. Oh, mine rolled right down. That was good though. I had a good run there. Super Pinball Behind the Mask was really good. Super Pinball Behind the Mask.
Batman?
No, I think it's just called Behind the Mask. Okay, I'm not sure about that one. I don't remember the name of it at all. Nice.
Lovely.
Bummer.
I really got a choice on that.
269.015.
I wonder who's winning.
Oh, I'm already at, what, 1 million?
Yeah.
Well, I won. Okay. Next table. Let's find one we like.
So far I like Ignition more.
Yeah. I'll have to look up that Behind the Mask one. You know what my favorite pinball is from the old days? Revenge of the Gator for the Game Boy. I'm alright with the music. Aww. Thought you were doing well for a second. Didn't even make it out of the lane. This one's kind of hard to tell where the ball is up on that. It kind of goes behind things, which I don't particularly like. Right there. I don't know that I care for that. Oop. Lucky. Ha!
There is a delay, like a noticeable delay between when I hear you press the button and when I see the flipper move.
Yeah, there's a delay here. I won't argue that. I wonder if that was in the original game or if that's because we're emulating.
That's a good question.
I don't know. Some games seem to have that delay, and some of them don't. So it's real hard to say whether that was an original factor or whether that's the emulation killing it. I don't know. I mean, I'm doing better than you.
I also haven't seen yours go straight down the middle, and mine have 3 times. No, I'm not gonna say I don't biff it.
Poor workman that blames his tools.
Some tools are just unequivocally garbage.
Damn it, will you go up that fucking thing for me?
I don't think he's got a single point yet this game. You keep hitting this stupid wall.
Ooh. Ah!
Yeah,
Denied.
finally.
$702. It's your last ball. What are you at? You're only at 101. I'm winning again. Gotta catch up, homie.
It didn't even give me the, like, slight drop down one. It just rejected it.
Oh no! Denied! I still haven't beat my high score on the pinball table we own. We have a 1982 Mars God of War, and I bought it broken and had to fix it. And during the early stages of that game, I was basically playing it every night. And so I got the high score like 495,000 and then never got there again. Well, there you go. Oh, look! I made the thing!
You beat high score.
Dad. Player 1, game over. Player 2, 898. Nightmare. You know, it was a really good pinball game. Virtual Pinball for the Sega Genesis, because you could build your own pinball table. Me and my friend Chris, when we were kids, man, we spent some time.
Oh man, this one has a little bit of slowdown. A little bit of frame drop at least. As it goes up.
Yeah. Oh, that went straight through.
Not the first time.
Hey, 192,000.
Careful, this one goes out weird. It comes out like the middle of the board. Yeah, it's a lot sooner than you think. Thought I would have worked here. I don't like that. You get one thing and you're already almost at what I was.
Because I'm better than you. Oh shit! I'm better than you, dead.
I was moving very fast.
Yeah, it's got the feeling of speed, but you're right. It doesn't. I mean, it's a frame dropper.
It's got some weird physics in this game. Like,
Pinball, that's the hard thing about any video pinball game, is trying to get the physics down. I mean, there's just there's some things that are extremely, if not impossibly, difficult to replicate. And I don't think I've ever played a video pinball game that makes me, at the end of it, go, that was really good. Like, the Crush games are good, don't get me wrong. But, like, it never feels the same as when you're playing a real pinball.
Yeah.
You know? The only thing to be said for a video pinball game is the physics will be consistent with whatever they set their expectations to. So in a real pinball table, like mine, my pinball is 40 years old at this point. Legitimately 40 years old. Which means that game has been played. So that ball
is worn.
Right. However imperceptible it might be to your eye, there are grooves in that table in places. And that ball will follow those grooves, whether you want it to or not. You know? It's got nothing to do with, you know, them building poorly or anything. It's just got to do with the fact that it's old.
You get video unlocked from jackpot. Maybe it's a jack-o'-lantern? I'm not sure. The words were gone very quick.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, I don't. It seems to go from really slow to real fast very quickly, and then vice versa.
Yeah, I won't argue with that statement. I can't. Oh! Ooh! Come on, baby! Ah! No!
And he still won.
Oh, I'm sure. I got a really good score on that last move. 1,922. 1,626. So yeah, I still won. Look at that though, not a high score. Okay, well, which table did you like the best?
I guess the first one.
All right. Well, let's put some time in on the first one then. See how we do. See if we can get ourselves up somewhere. Here, since we've picked a table to specify or to specialize. This is ignition. Let's see. Ignition gameplay. Rollovers. One of the 4 rollover lights at the top is lit. If you get all 4 letters, you will be awarded the 2-time multi-bonus skill shot, which is probably going up that left thing there is usually what the skill shots are. Light drop targets. Each time you light up all 5 drop targets, you get a bonus. There are 3 bonuses. First time you get an extra ball. Second time you get 5 million points. Third time you get 10 million points. Extra balls are collected from the ball trap. 5 and 10 million point bonuses are collected in the left. So you have to go up that left passage again, it looks like. Or maybe there's buttons over there where it says 5 and 10 mil. 500 HP. Oh, the 500 drop targets. Each time you hit these 2 targets, you are awarded 50,000 points. Where's those 2 at?
My guess is the middle of the board.
Oh,
up there.
Right there. Okay, the mushroom bumpers. Mushroom bumpers are 500 points every time you hit. Ball trap. Each time you shoot the ball into the ball trap, you're awarded a point bonus. First time, 100,000. Second, 250. 3, 500. 4, 1 million. Score cycle is made in such a way that the 4th time you shoot the trap, you're awarded 100,000 points, and so on. Spell ignition drop targets and ignition text. So, spell ignition, those 3 drop targets in the middle. Each time you light up the 3 targets just above the logo, 1 letter of ignition will light up. When you have the entire word ignition, you are entitled to a jackpot, which can be collected in the ball trap. Where is the ball trap?
Right there.
Oh, the blue thing. Yeah, left drop targets. Each time you light up all 4 left drop targets, you're entitled to a collect fuel bonus. Shoot the ball through the left passage to collect fuel to fly over a new planet. More planets you visit, the higher bonus you collect. Sun run. Each time you shoot the ball through the sun run, the channel on the right. Which one's the channel? Oh, over there, it looks like. I see it say sun. You'll light up one of the 3 sunlights above it. Each time you light all 3 of these lights, you get a bonus. You can collect the hold bonus by shooting the ball through the sun run again. You can collect the score bonus by shooting the ball into the ball trap. You get the double bonus by shooting the ball through the sun run again. Once you collect all 3 bonuses, score bonus and double bonus reset could be used again. So it looks like the big points are the warp rollovers at the top. If you can get all 4 of those and then shoot through that top left thing up there, you get big points. Yeah, so if you can get up there the first time, you get them. Oh,
Great.
the multi-bonus. Hey, I got the eye at ignition lit up. No! Oh, I thought it almost came back out. Damn. I don't think we're ever going to see that rocket take off.
What makes you say that?
Just a hunch. If you have to light the entire word ignition before you see that thing take off, I don't think there's any way that's happening. Oh, robbery. Lord Goober, so how's this video pinball game? It's not great. It's... I mean, considering...
That's it.
Well, considering the only thing that Joey has to compare it to is the Crush series, not good. But I've played enough video pinball games that it's not the greatest by any stretch. But I mean, it's whatever. Oh, it saved that my eye was lit up.
I'm not particularly surprised by that. I don't think it saved that my collect bonus at warp was up though.
Ah! Come on! We've noticed...
It's really hard to get used to this.
Yeah.
The lag on that.
So there's a little bit of amusing trivia. You remember the Alfred Chicken game I played a few months back? Yes, I remember that game was awful. So this game has both very bad frame rate and input delay, which I don't know if that's from the fact that it's being emulated or just because it's bad. But there's a definite input lag on the controller. Hi, small dog. The poor deaf dog doesn't even hear me. What do you think's getting him anyway?
It really hurts you when it goes straight down the middle. Like, mock Jesus.
I mean, we have the real pinball table in the other room. Remember, that one does that shit too.
I mean, it does, but it
if it's
doesn't seem to be as often as this one.
Yeah, if it's at a certain angle, that pinball table goes, mine.
I will say this has a saving grace of having that pin in the middle, which I don't think your table has.
No, mine does not. Not every pinball table has something like that. And more modern ones have something like that in terms of a... Oh, look. I got a thing over there, if I can actually get the ball up it. Yeah, so a lot of tables now, modern tables,
Got the G.
have that middle pin is more of a special, like, thing. Oh, God. Yeah! I got big points! I went to Mercury and then immediately got lost in space. There's an NES version of the game and it actually looks to play much better than the SNES version. Speaking of pinball, one of my favorite pinball tables was Medieval Madness by, I think,
Oh, you got a high score.
Oh, Dad me. I've never played Medieval Madness. The one I have is Mars God of War, which is a Gottlieb System 80 game. And
oh, we both got a high score. I put Doc as mine, so you'll be Dad.
I would really love to get a hold of a black hole or a haunted house. Oh, I crushed that game.
Here. Oh.
I'll do player one this time, so you're picking the dog up.
Hi.
Yeah, black hole is this cool table. If you ever look it up, look up Gottlieb Black Hole. It's this cool table where there's a second pinball table under the first. And so when you get the skill shot, your ball actually goes under the table. And then you like play pinball through this window in the top table. And you can see under it. And it's very cool. It's also one of the more sought after ones. And haunted house is pretty much the same thing. And so they're very expensive. But boy, I'd love to get one. Hey, I got my eye. I was doing really good. Small dog. Oh, look at the little doggy face. What, puppy? Yeah, you gonna get in Joey's way? He's like, not really. This dog's such a human baby, dude. He's just content sitting there like that. Oh! Oh, firm denial. The dog's like, it's not my fault. Yeah, it's your fault. Have you ever wondered why, as a species, we talk to dogs like babies? Everyone does.
Have you ever wondered why we talk to babies like we talk to babies?
I guess that's a fair question. I don't know.
I think it's the same reason of like, it's that if you say it in that voice, it's registered as like a good thing.
So we're looking at videos of Medieval Madness. It even
So
has
you
a
can
decent
say anything in that voice?
PS Vita. There's a PS Vita pinball? Oh, I'm gonna have to look that up. Might find a new game for my Vita. So I have Pinball FX3 for the Switch. And one of the neat things about it is the Switch, you can actually switch it to portrait mode. And so you can see more of the table. And then the flipper buttons are just the screen. You push the left and right side of the screen. It's kind of neat. I think I only have like 3 or 4 tables.
What is it? It's 30 minutes in. We should finish up this review and play another pinball game. Just to like compare, you know?
Compare for what?
Compare pinball games. Where it is now.
You're just tired of
where
losing.
it was and where it is now.
You're just tired of getting crushed over and over.
I mean, ideally, I'll continue to get crushed if it holds. No, this is yours. Oh wait, no,
you're playing.
That's right. Your face is in my face. So.
Medieval Madness is Williams. I mean, I'm definitely gonna look up
That was wonderful.
pinball for the Vita now that you've told us about it, Goober. Whoops. I'll tell you. Let's do one more round on here at least. I didn't mean to quit ignition. I just pressed the wrong button. Pinball. Excuse me.
Oh man.
That was stanky, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That was
Okay.
that was that onion flavored au jus gravy with my prime rib sandwich at dinner. I tasted it, trust me. Ah!
Sure you did. I practically tasted it. I didn't eat it.
Joking.
Well, that seems kind of bogus. The like 6 hits. Okay. The 6 hits it got on the left, like,
bumper.
Yeah.
It's just kind of rolled on it. That's something that wouldn't happen on a real table. It might get stuck there and roll down it, but because it's a leaf spring, it's only going to give you points if it, like, hits it.
Mm.
Wow. It is hating on us hard this round.
It just seems to be a consistent
Hatred?
thing in this game.
It's like, take that. I did really good on that last round.
Yeah, that last round, but it seems to be like a consistent thing in this game that any angle just straight in, you know? You don't even get a chance of recovery.
I think it's probably just because we're awful.
I'm not going to argue that. Actually, I'll argue that a little bit. I don't think either of us are awful at pinball. I think both of us are better at pinball than this game is making it seem we are.
Oh, I won't argue that. But, like, this is not a great pinball game. The input lag is rough. Ah!
Have we played Tetris Attack on here yet?
I don't know. I don't think so. I think that was one of the later Super Nintendo games to come out. I think we might have played it during, like, one of our 24-hour things. Or maybe you just played it when I got my physical copy of it. Yeah, that was a good game.
I definitely have played it on here. It may have been of my own volition that I've been like most Tetris games.
I like most Tetris games. There are some that are not great. I beat Tetris Effect, I don't know, a month ago, 2 months ago.
That's hard. I got stuck on the last Tetris level.
It wasn't that bad, but the last handful of lines I was definitely sweating because it was moving so damn fast. I was like, oh, that's it. Dead. It's dead. Game over.
I won. Not by much.
So, let's look at high scores. Where are we? Dad got number 3 on Ignition. Dad got number 4 on Beatbox. No, I wanted to look at the high scores. Don't. Damn it. That's it. Didn't you get one here where it was Da? It must have been top 10, which it doesn't show. It only shows top 4 for each table. Yeah, not glorious by any stretch. I mean, do you want to grab the Pro Controller and flip it to the Switch? We can do Pinball FX just to see a look at it.
Where's the Pro Controller?
I don't know. Probably under you.
Alright, sir.
There's the Pro Controller.
You're fine. I moved you suddenly.
Oh, let's see. I have not played this in a while. So, watch it be like, there's an update. Shocker. So I think the tables I have on this, I know I have the Back to the Future table. Zen is working with, I don't remember if it's At Games. I think they're working with Arcade 1-Up. But it might have been At Games. And they're doing a thing where they're making, the tables will be updatable. And so they're adding more tables to the virtual pinball machine. Which is super cool. Welcome back. Yeah, we know. The Gone Fishing game from Williams, or whatever the hell it is.
Fishtails?
Yeah, Fishtails. Oh, shit. I didn't want to start the last game. Whoops. Damn it.
Game paused. Single player and hot seat.
Alright,
My
so
collection. Main menu.
Yeah, so matchup. I don't know, is that?
I'm gonna say matchup's gonna be online.
Well, we don't want matchup.
My
Let's just-
collection.
So we have whatever this table is. I don't have any idea what.
Sorcerer's Lair.
Oh, is that what Sorcerer's Lair. We have Fishtails. We have Back to the Future, Jaws, and E.T. Oh, and Portal. Let's do
Estás
Portal.
usando este software de traducción de forma incorrecta. Por favor, consulte el manual.
Is there a specific reason your
My collection.
game is speaking Spanish? to
Listen, when I went back, she said my collection. I think that's just Portal's
Estás usando
goofy.
este software de traducción de forma incorrecta. Por favor, consulte el manual.
I think that's just Portal being goofy.
Single player and hot seat.
Allows up to 4 players to be on the same system following the password. Yeah. Turn pass after ball is lost. 2. There's good old GLaDOS.
Hello, and again, welcome to the Aperture Science Computer Aided
God, I love
Enrichment
GLaDOS.
Center.
Yes, I knew someone was alive in here.
And Wheatley! I don't remember how to play. Okay, well, left stick is jostle.
Try to jump across.
L and R is bumpers. And A is shoot the ball. So, there we go. Wow.
You're okay? Great, come on.
Oh, it reshot it. Because it's like, you need to do something.
Please proceed to the chamber lock. If at first you don't succeed,
I like that the
fail 5 more times.
ball drain is the incinerator.
Yeah.
Try to jump
Player
across.
2.
Alright, I guess.
Are you alright?
Are you alright?
I hate Wheatley. I mean, like that's the point. You're supposed to hit him. Also, that's great. It's the elevator.
Federal regulations require me to warn you that this next test chamber is looking pretty good.
Press the launch button to do something. You're up in the tray there. And shelf moved up there for some reason.
I don't know if I particularly enjoy the bright flashes.
You can't.
I mean, modern pinball tables, you get that a lot. Modern pinball tables are real flashy and bright. You're doing a lot better than I did. I like that the controller shakes as you hit the bumpers.
Yeah.
Gives you a little bit of that tactile feel that you get on a real table. I was listening to a podcast the other day, and they were like, if you could pick one franchise to get a new game, what would it be? And I was like, Portal, 100% Portal. I want another freaking Portal game. But Valve's never gonna do it, the bastards.
I mean, I think the voice of Wheatley and the creator of Portal have both expressed interest in making a third Portal.
Why wouldn't you?
There we go.
It's genius.
I mean, that game has been such a
That is not
profit
part of the test.
for Valve.
Follow the shit. Ah!
Oh, there goes
I
your
wasn't
ball.
even fucking paying attention. This is like I was saying about that black hole in Haunted House. There's a table under the table.
Hey, everything down there is worth a ton of points.
And apparently I get to just keep going.
I can feel you here. What are you doing?
Ooh, bogus.
Ah.
Actually, 'cause I got
escaped, you know. You're not even going the right way.
I appear to be down.
I'll try to get in the middle again. I try to highlight all of them and then hit it.
When the testing is over.
Let me assure you, I'd love to. I lack that skill.
go over to the elevator and we'll continue the testing.
There's a portal up there. There's a ball up there again.
Up where?
Top left. Yeah, but yet to get it to go through there.
Oh, there I went in the portal.
You open it again.
The turret factory should be this way, I think.
Man, I kind of want to replay Portal and Portal 2 right now.
God, aren't they such good games?
I mean, Portal is literally my favorite game, so...
I replayed through Portal 2,
How can you
I don't know, a couple months ago. One of the
It isn't even
podcasts
a
I listened to
test.
was doing it as a monthly thing. I think it was in January, and I replayed through it. And I was like, God, it's such a good game.
Try to jump across.
The script writers for it are really who shine. Like,
Uh-oh.
all of Gladys's dialogue, and even Wheatley. I mean, you're supposed to not like Wheatley, but I loved him. Like, it was so funny.
He was such a good villain.
Once he got power, yeah.
Yeah.
So how are you doing? Because I'm a potato.
Don't worry, I've got it.
Oh, it gave you the ball back.
Who's barking at?
Your mom's probably home. She left, remember?
The turret factory.
The turret factory.
If at first you don't succeed, fail 5 more times.
Fail 5 more times.
Try to jump across. Uh-oh.
No!
Don't worry, I've got it.
It's a nice ability
That
in
it
newer
saves.
pinball games, is the ball save.
Yeah, and they're like, look, you had a bad start, like, keep going.
I think the thing that got me into
Federal regulations
pinball
require
the
you
first
to
time
remove
ever.
that this next test chamber is looking pretty good.
I don't know what it does.
You can't
But it
give
was
up
with
now.
Summer Scope, and
Are you still
we had
thinking,
gone
or-
bowling, and I think Kingpin
If at
had a
first you don't
pinball machine.
succeed, fail
It was
5
just like
more
a
times.
little pinball machine, like in the little alcove where their arcade machines are. I played pinball, and I played it for like a solid 12 minutes on 1 quarter.
Uh-oh.
Nice. Yeah, I love pinball. It's just so much fun. It's an experience that you don't get today, because, and especially kids, like you're old enough now and you're in a college town, like you can get into bars, but
Yeah.
like if you see a pinball machine, it's in a bar because modern arcades don't exist anymore. So unless you go to like a place that's specifically a pinball place, like we have a pinball hall up in Lincoln, Illinois, and then there's Pinball Hall of Fame in Las Vegas. But you know, your brother would never play pinball if I didn't own one physically.
Yeah.
And all your nephews, Tristan, Anthony, Dominic even, like they come over and they love playing that thing because it's so different than anything else.
Cheater.
Did she just call you a cheater?
She did.
Cheater.
I have lasered her twice. That's not what I was going for.
Oh! Oh!
It isn't even a test.
That's so stupid. I didn't know
It
I was
wasn't
gonna
even a
give it back.
test.
It's been fun. Don't
Okay.
come back.
Don't come back.
I didn't
So
know it was
who
gonna
won?
give me one back.
Player
Me.
2. You were player 2, yeah. Oh, I got a
Hey,
high
you got
score as
one.
well. you crushed the shit out of me.
Single player and hot seat.
New table.
My collection.
It is 10 till. Do we want to review the other one?
Yeah, so Pinball Dreams, the music was good.
Yeah, I did enjoy the music. I enjoyed that every separate table had different music, and I enjoyed that the menu had different music.
Yeah, the graphics were okay. I will not say they were amazing by any stretch.
I would not say they were good.
Like
but
when
they
you
were-
compare it
they were
to,
passable.
like you remember Alien Crush, like
Yeah.
that was a pretty game. Pinball Dreams was not particularly pretty. And then the gameplay suffered a lot. The drop frames, the input lag.
Which are all things that have been consistent with emulation problems.
Mm-hmm.
But
So it is hard to say whether that's an emulation issue or it was a bad game
yeah,
issue.
but even standing with that, there are just
Better pinball games.
much better pinball games on the SNES.
Is there? Because you haven't played any other than that one yet.
I
Careful
mean,
what you say.
the Crush
The
ones.
Jockey Crush, but that was a Japan-only release.
What was the one we played?
That was Alien Crush. That was for the TurboGrafx.
Ah, that wasn't even for the SNES?
No.
Oh, Jesus.
That was TurboGrafx. The Crush series
Never
was on
mind then,
TurboGrafx.
I take back my statement.
Yeah, Alien and Demon Crush were TurboGrafx. Demon Crush got a port to the Sega Genesis, and then had a sequel called Dragon Spirit, I think, or Dragon Crush. And then Jockey Crush was Japan-only release for the Super Nintendo. So there are 4 games in that series. Only one made it to SNES. It wasn't even released in America. I do have it, I think. I have the ROM of it. I'm going to give that game a thumbs down.
As am I.
If you're looking, first off, if you're not a physical collector and you're just looking for a good pinball game from back in the 90s, it was a video game, the Crush series on the TurboGrafx is the way to go, 100%. It just is. If you're looking for more modern stuff, what we're playing right here on the Switch, this is Pinball FX3.
Pinball FX is definitely the way to go. They have been doing their stuff for a while, and it works.
On PC, especially,
Yeah,
but I know like
on PC and other like they have it on, I think, every console, at least one of their games.
yeah.
And
So this is 3.
They're constantly doing mashups with
And-
other companies. So like
Walking
yeah,
Dead,
Walking Dead,
Family Guy,
Portal,
Bob's
a
Burgers,
bunch of
Archers.
Fox.
I would love to get Fallout, Doom, and Skyrim.
Fallout, Doom, and Skyrim would be cool.
I would really like the Jurassic Park ones. But the thing is, they're not what I'm going to call particularly cheap.
True. Every so often they
I'm not
do
gonna
give away a
shut
free
up.
one.
Yeah.
I had Pinball FX on my computer for a while, and I ended up getting the Star Wars one for
I would
free.
love to get Indiana Jones. That's a real pinball table I would love to own. The ball shooter is
That
a
is
pistol.
something else. I think Pinball FX
My
has put
collection.
actual tables, like actual physical tables, in digital form. On
Yeah.
their game.
That wouldn't surprise me. I mean, look at the Williams collection. Williams got a ton of tables in there. Benji, what is up? Not much. We just finished. We were talking Pinball Dreams. We gave it a thumbs down, double thumbs down. And now we were playing with some Pinball FX3 on the Switch just to compare it to a more modern game. And obviously, Pinball FX wins like crazy. Yeah. Indiana Jones, the Pinball Adventure. So, yeah, there's some really great
My
games in here.
collection.
Just for fun, we'll play a little
to the
later.
future.
We'll play a
Single
round
player
of
and hot seat.
Back to the Future. How about that? But how are you tonight? Since you're popping in at the bitterest end of the stream, what have you been playing? Somebody yella! Nobody calls me a chicken. Look how pretty that is. He's playing WWZ with a few streamers. Right on. The flux capacitor, Marty! That's what I invented! When I hit my head on the toilet. Because I was high.
If you're gonna shoot the ball, why not do it with some skill?
Not style, but skill.
Marty, you must be extremely careful not to run into your other self.
Don't worry, the book is on Biff's dashboard. Are you two related?
Movie as well. It was a good movie.
Does Hannah like Back to the Future?
She's never watched it.
What?
I've tried to get her to, but she's like, isn't it the movie where the guy wants to fuck his mom? And I'm always like, no,
The
no,
mom
it's
wants to
not.
fuck the
I was like, it's
guy.
the other way around. She's like, that's not any better. I was like, yeah, I mean,
You two related?
you have to understand the context to it.
Also, the lady who played his mom was smoking hot.
The
I
focus
mean,
on
look,
Bitch Dashboard.
I'm just saying.
But I have tried convincing her to watch this.
You two related?
I think I could convince her to watch it if I watched Jurassic Park 2 with
Oh, you poor bastard.
her.
Oh, wait.
Oh, ball save.
No,
Ah,
dead that time.
Okay.
You guys see the new DeLorean time car?
Yes.
Oh, the new DeLorean car. Yes, I have seen the new DeLorean
I don't know if that's the actual car or if it's
model.
yeah,
Like
I
a
think it's something that
concept.
someone made.
Concept car. No, DeLorean, they made it. I don't remember who bought them, but someone bought DeLorean
I know
with
they
the
put,
strict purpose of making the DeLorean
Yeah.
vehicles again.
I know someone put like a newer flux capacitor. in
You
there,
two
like,
related?
In my opinion, Back to the Future is the best trilogy ever made.
You know what? I don't know. It was like Back to the Future 2 kind of meh, but also it consistently kept that
So-
feeling that Back to the Future had.
I'm
You
gonna
two
say
related?
this. Okay.
Don't worry, the focus on Biff's dashboard.
Almost every trilogy shits the bed on the second movie. Back to the Future 2 was the weakest. The second Indiana Jones movie was the worst. The second Star Wars movie, which is now lauded
You
as
two
one of the
related?
best, at the time was like awful because it ended on a super cliffhanger. Jurassic Park 2 was hot garbage.
Don't worry, the focus on Biff's dashboard.
You know what? You want the best trilogy ever? Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, I can't disagree with that.
Lord of the Rings is good. Our clown, how's it going?
That sucked.
Okay.
It bounced it straight in. Wait, do I get a ball save?
Get Back to the Future
You're gonna
opinions
shoot
are
the
trash.
ball, why not do it with some
Hit
skill?
the bumper.
Why?
I accidentally changed the view, I think. Or you did.
You two related?
Oh. So X changes the view. Well, that's neat. Oh god, there's one that follows the ball.
I don't know that I like that. I like it with
He's got the book, The Old Man's Gone Too. Don't
Solid.
worry, the focus on
Yeah.
Biff's dashboard.
Not
Grab it as soon as we
like.
get to the school.
Look, I love Back to the Future 1 and 3. Back to the Future 2 I'll watch, but it is not the best of the. I think the first one, honestly. is
Hoverboard
the best.
multi-ball.
I would agree.
Like the first one, it oh, multi-ball! Oh, fucking lost it the first. Oh, I got it back. Sweet.
My favorite part about the third movie is the end of the third movie with the time train.
Yeah.
Gotta go. I got
Well, the
one
first
chance.
movie,
My
because
old
they
man's
didn't
gone
realize they
too.
were going to make a trilogy at the time, they had no idea how well it was going to do. They just made, you know, and so it had a conclusive end. They're like, oh, this is how it ends. And sure, Doc went to the future, and they could have made a second one, but it was no guarantee. So I just felt like the first one was the better film.
In my hands, Doc. I got it in my hands.
Burn it! It's a close one, Marty! I almost bought the farm!
Also, such great actors for it as well.
Michael J. Fox was at the top of his game.
This is heavy.
Am I dead?
I mean, the actor who plays
Sure, it
Doc
looks like it's just
also
adding
was
up all my
great.
bonuses.
And continued to be great.
Christopher Lloyd. Christopher Lloyd's amazing.
If you're gonna shoot the ball, why not do it with some skill?
No, he's still alive. He was in God damn it. He was in that movie Nobody. He was the guy's dad. Killing
Oh,
people
you're
with a shotgun.
right.
Yeah. Yeah, he's still
Also, what a
alive.
great
He's-
movie.
That was a good movie. He's old now, that's for sure. Have you ever seen A Million Ways to Die in the West?
No. I've
You
never
two
seen
related?
Million Ways to Die.
So there's, I think it was Seth MacFarlane.
Grab it as soon as we get to the school.
This is-
He's got the book, The Old Man's Gone Too.
Of what? Back to the
Focus
Future?
on Biff's dashboard.
I mean, that's awesome. I should look that up. I assume there's something on YouTube, videos from it. Anyway, $1 Million to the West.
Wait, there's videos for what?
They did a reunion.
Ah.
I'm assuming for Back to the Future. God damn it, I keep losing track. A Million Ways to Die in the West. It's an Old West. It's a Western movie, period piece, right?
Right.
So it's the Old West, and it's a comedy, but it's not that great. But I guess he was friends with Christopher Lloyd, and so they asked and got permission to have Doc Brown, and they basically went and like bought a DeLorean. And so he's walking through like the Old West town, and he's walking by a shed, and you see like a from like under the shed door, like a flash of blue light. And he opens the door, and Doc like throws the cover over the car. He's like, "What are you doing?" And he's like, "Hey man, how's it going?" He's like, "Pretty good, just doing some weather experiments." And he's like, "Okay, I'll see you later." And I was like, that was an amazing cameo.
We just bought us some time.
Be careful! You don't want to get struck by lightning!
Easier said than done.
Great Scott!
What the hell is a gigawatt?
What the hell is a gigawatt? 1.21 gigawatts.
Out of time multi-ball. Check it out. Look at this.
Oh yeah, multi-ball.
Just like in Journey to the Center of the Earth. It's been buried here for 70 years, 2 months, and 13 days.
Yeah, I'm gonna crush you, buddy.
This is
Yeah,
what
I think I
makes time
actually
travel
had the high
possible.
score until
the
now.
flux capacitor.
I think you have to get the ticket. Well, there's the ticket. Just a continuous 10,000 points every time you hit it.
Out of time jackpot.
Oh, there goes one.
Input the destination time, 2015.
2015.
So far in the future.
Oh.
We're descending towards Hill Valley, California at 4:29 p.m. on Wednesday, October 21st, 2015.
Stop. Look, I need to borrow your hoverboard. 2015? You mean we're in the future?
In exactly 2 minutes, you go round the corner into the Cafe 80s.
The answer is no, Griff.
Game paused.
Oh. All right. Oh, arcade has 1.20 written in the back of all the speakers in the cab. Right on. 1.21 for gigawatts. So an interesting piece. Apparently on the pinball table, I'm in the middle of the second movie when he goes to the future, right? And he goes into the coffee shop, and some kids are playing an arcade game, and he goes over and plays it. And it's like an old arcade game. His kids are like, this sucks. The game he's playing is Wild Gunman, which is an NES game. But they made an arcade of it back in the day. And right now, where I'm at in this, if you look in the middle of the board on the right side, there's like a stand-up guy. And it's a character from Wild Gunman.
I think I've played Wild Gunman with you.
See him? Standing?
Yeah.
The answer is no, Griff.
And wait for a guy named Griff.
Doc.
Griff. Biff's son. The grandson.
This is heavy. Doc.
Damn, crushing some score up there.
You don't even have to play the game.
This is what makes time travel possible. The flux capacitor.
The answer is no, Griff.
I wonder what kind of point bonus I get for hitting all of the Wild Gunman characters.
Oh.
Oh, shit.
Great Scott!
Doesn't matter if I
Wait.
pick up. It said ball out. But that was a big point round for sure. 32 million.
If you're gonna shoot the ball, why not do it with some skill?
You guys see WWZ table on FX3? It's been out. No, that's Well, this is FX3, and we were talking about some of the. I only have 3, 4, 5. I have like 6 tables unlocked on here. I am not a huge fan of DLC, and also I just don't have time to play games on here. You know, usually if I'm playing a game, I want to beat it. And while pinball is a great time just to relax for a little bit, like I don't need 50 pinball tables on here to play. Like, the 6 or 7 of them I have is more than enough.
Chance. My old
I've
man's
gotten
about to
multi-ball
deck
a
there.
couple times, and I think every single time the
time
multi-ball has
travel
gone straight into a hole that I
capacitor.
can't get it from. And it's never down the middle either. It's always gone down one of the
Both
side
sides.
walls. So it's not even like it's me messing up. It's just
In my hands, Doc. I got it in my hands. This is heavy.
Burn it! Was that your third ball?
I think so. I think that's the end of the game. 14,000,
Still looks fake.
32,000. Yeah.
Million.
Yeah, 13 million to your
Crushed.
32.
Dad. Dad me, yo.
You don't want Joe.
Nah, Dad's fine.
Here we go.
Hot seat results.
Yeah, crushed you. So yeah, Pinball Dreams is a big old no. But look at my single player score is only 11 million on that one. So yeah, that's it. But we're gonna call it a night. Ben, thanks for stopping in. Art Clown, Lord Goober, Wizard of Zardoz, thanks for hanging out for a little bit. Saturday I won't be. Are you gonna record on Saturday or not?
I am, but I don't want to play co-ed game by
You're
myself.
awful. You gonna play with your brother? You gonna have a friend come over?
We'll see. I'll probably ask Louis first.
I guarantee you he'll play a beat 'em up. So Saturday we're looking at probably Legend or King of Dragons. So that's it. Thanks a lot, guys. We'll see you later. Have a good one.
See you guys.